Yo, what's up, everyone? Hope you enjoyed the games this past weekend in the NFL. Well, folks, I'm back once again for the NFL playoff edition. This is a reboot, well, basically post playoffs for this past weekend's games, and I gotta admit, I was surprised. The Chargers, you know, it didn't surprise me too much. I thought the Jets were gonna win that game. Everybody said the Chargers were gonna win, and what happened? They lost. It was a close game, real defensive. Running game got stopped on the Chargers end. LaDainian Thompson just was a no-show. Philip Rivers was rushed. I don't know. It was up in the air, but I think one thing, folks, is these games are like so unpredictable, and when you can be part of a game like the NFL or a game like any sport in the world, just appreciate it. Not every day you can go out there and play as hard as you want to play. Some days you're gonna be better than other days. So, you look at the Saints; they destroyed the Arizona Cardinals, and I thought the Cardinals were gonna win that game. They were my team the whole way from the beginning of the season, and they just couldn't pull it out. Kurt Warner and the boys just couldn't get the job done. They got smoked 45-14. Tough loss on all ends. Could this be the end of Kurt Warner in the NFL? Hopefully not. There's a rumor that he might want to play one more year, so that's good news for the Arizona fans out there. Um, Now we go to the big game that was this weekend. It was in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota, between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. I thought the Cowboys are going to destroy the Vikings, but the Vikings came out with explosion. They came out with energy. They came out with all the things you need to have in a professional NFL team, and they showed it. And sometimes they don't get the credit that's due, and they should get the credit. Brett Favre showed that he still has game. He still is the man, and he still gets the job done 99% of the time. So, they got my opinion on the whole thing. So we look to this weekend's games. You look at the Colts going up against the Jets. I like the Colts. I think Peyton Manning is going for the Super Bowl, and we'll see what happens. Jets could pull it out, but that is a big maybe. If you were to put money on that game, most people would put their money on the Jets, and maybe lose. But if you put your money on them to win, they're gonna be a really rich person. But I really feel the Colts are gonna win, no problem. Easy game. Now I look for the Vikings and the Saints. I think it's gonna be a blowout. It's gonna be by the Vikings over the Saints. Saints did good last week. They really showed how tough they are in terms of offense. But I think the defense of the Vikings will slow down basically Reggie Bush, the running game, and even the passing game of the Saints. So it's gonna be probably much be a blowout. This will happen to Cowboys. It's gonna be the same thing will happen to the Saints against Vikings. And Brett Favre will say, "I'm going to Super Bowl." So we'll see what happens, folks. This is the one, the only, Mark Spencer. Bye bye.